Hello, hello. Big shout out to my students at the PVUSD Virtual Academy. And I want to give a shout out to my friends, my family, my eCam fam. So, because I use eCam software to make these live streams possible. So, I've got a link up here, and I want y'all to go there. So it's https://. You can type in the W's or you can skip the W's and go right to Monterey Bay Aquarium.org. And that's where we're going to be today. We are looking for some more information on sharks. And we are going to continue our course of study through the Monterey Bay Aquarium together. Right now, I have the shark cam on live. I see, let me take this down for a second here. I see a tiger shark there in the background. So lots of tiger sharks. Can you see them? Okay, yeah, they just zoomed in. Here comes one across the top of the screen. So they're really, really, really different. So, okay, hang on just one second. And we're live on YouTube. I've got my students in another ear. And so if you're having troubles, like they're on a Google Meet to ask me questions or things like that. If you come into the Google Meet, you just have to come in on mute, be quiet, unless you have a question that's related to the class that we're doing. If you've got technology problems, then call the school. All right, so we're here with sharks going on in the background a little bit down at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. What I want you to do, though, is I want you to go to the MontereyBayAquarium.org. We're going to be in the classroom environment there, all about sharks. We've started the first part. We've done the welcome. I'm going to take you there right now. So I'm going to take the URL off the screen, and we're going to come in just for a minute. Let's see. You guys can come in here with me. Hello. Let me get you set up for we have to get you to a point. I can see my keyboard here. Got to get you to the right page on the Monterey Bay Aquarium. So we're signed up for the courses for the shark. It's called Fin-tastic Sharks, grades 3 through 5, and we're doing a slow walkthrough through that class. And I'm going to take you back over into that space right now. Give me just a nanosecond. Here we are. Let me get myself out of the way here. I think if I'm up in this corner, that'll be good. All right, so as you can see, we've already done the welcome. Whoops. We've already done that. That's kind of trippy, huh? Woo! That'll wake you up in the morning. We are 8% complete with our course. And if you look up here, once you're signed in, you're at the Monterey Bay Aquarium.thinkific.com courses, but you have to sign up from the Monterey Bay Aquarium's website. If you haven't done that yet, hurry, 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 hurry. I'm kind of dawdling here to give you enough time to do that. Once you get in, yours is going to look like mine pretty much, except that you're going to be on the welcome. I'm going to ask you today, if you haven't done the welcome like we did last class, we have a replay up on our classroomstream.com website. You can watch replay from class 1 and the replay from class 2. They're up there for you. It's underneath the big graphic of the shark. You'll see it. Classroomstream.com. Today we're doing the third class, so we're actually in chapter 1. So we're starting chapter 1. Let me scroll this a little bit so you can see what we're going to cover today. Here we are right there. So today we're going to do sharks. We're going to talk about how they make you feel. Looks like there's some text there for us. There might be some downloads. Is this a shark? There's a presentation. There's a real story, audio thing, and a notebook reflection. Now, one thing that I asked you guys to do, let me see if I can find it, if it's on this one. Yeah. Here we go. Last time, I asked my students to create a shark journal. And what we were going to do was to open up a Google slide presentation. And we're working our way through creating our own slide presentation about sharks. So your students, you get to kind of create it how you want. You can take, screenshots of things, find pictures of sharks. But we're doing it on a Google slide presentation, and when we're done with our shark study, because it's a big theme that we're doing, you'll be able to submit that to me. By the way, we're going to have at least my class will. I might ask if I can record it. We'll see if they let us. But we're doing an actual live virtual field trip with some scientists, or a scientist who actually works with live sharks in the wild every day. And that's going to happen in about 3 weeks or so. So we're working our way up to understanding sharks to a certain point. So we're able to do that because the class that we signed up for is like an extreme shark informational class and shark adventure. So I love these virtual adventures with you guys. So here we go. All right. So you should have a shark journal. I've dawdled a little bit so that you could get here. I've dawdled a little bit so you could open up a Google slide presentation if you haven't done that yet. Your shark journal so you can start taking notes and get, so you can remember things that we're reviewing. If you need to, these videos are going to be on replay on classroomstream.com. All right, let me get rid of the shark journal and let's get started. Are you ready? Here we go. I got to get over there. Hang on a second.
Hi there, I'm Eric, a volunteer for the Monterey Bay Aquarium and a diver who's out here pretty much every day. But one of the most common questions people ask me about it is, aren't you scared of all the sharks? Honestly, no. Sharks are some of the most amazing creatures on the planet, and you're about to see in this course what makes them so very, very special.
All right. Well, let me, he's going to continue. So, there we go. All right. Some of you are on YouTube, and in YouTube you can give me, you can put emojis in too. So we're going to pick an emoji that best describes your feelings. Feelings, I think, about sharks. When you hear the word shark, what is your reaction? Are you like, ah? Or are you like, Or do you just like, oh, I love sharks. My favorite thing on TV is Shark Week. So what's your reaction? Pick an emoji that best describes your feelings. And they're saying, like, you could draw it in your science notebook, which is your shark journal. So if you wanted, you could put an emoji into your shark notebook, or you could just type in for right now what emoji you would pick. You're going to write about how the emoji you pick shows your feelings about sharks. And here's some examples. All right, so this is an actual, like, a little assignment to begin with. And the idea is that you're actually in your shark journal right now. All right, so one emoji, type it into the chat window. What emoji? Do you get a smiley? Do you get a heart? Sad? It makes you like scared? What emoji do you have? Stick it in the chat window. Show me your emoji. Show me your emojis. Oh, come on, you guys. Show me your emojis. All right. I'm moving on. I am moving on. I know which one I would pick. I'm not really a big fan of if I was face to face with a shark. I would not be so happy. But just looking at them, the sharks are one of my favorite exhibits at the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I really, really like to go and see them. But if I don't know why, I feel a little more safe than I would if I was like face to face with one in the wild. You know what I'm saying? All right. So this should be an assignment in your shark journal. So one page needs to be, when you hear the word shark, what is your reaction? I'm going to be looking for it when I see your shark journals at the end. Right now, we're going to be moving on. Thank you for putting in your emojis. All right, so you guys, those are pretty good emojis. It looks like you feel pretty good about sharks, so yay. Yay, yay, yay. All right, I'm going to click complete and continue. Here we go.
Hello friends, this is Christy. In this presentation, we're going to take a close look at some animal photos. But first, let's find out how to use this presentation. To move to the next slide, click on the bottom left box that says Next. If you want to go back to a previous slide, click on the box that says Prev at the bottom left corner.
Now, did you notice? I mean, she's in the Thinkific on using their software. But did you know you can put audio into your slides as well? Like you could record an audio that somebody can listen to when they come to that slide. Ooh, what a cool picture! I'm just noticing that picture right here of the shark. Wow, that's really cool. That's a tiger shark right there. You see it? That's what we've been looking at in the live camera. All right, so to move forward is next. To go backwards is previous. I'm going to choose it. This is in her slide presentation. So yours you'll have this, and then we'll just see this right here. Okay, here we go. So check
out the following animal pictures. Which ones are sharks? In your notebook, write down what you think about each animal. Is it a shark? How can you tell?
Ooh, okay. So you should have your Google Slides document open. Again, I'm saying it because you're going to be taking some notes. What do you think about each animal? Is it a shark? How can you tell? So let's go to the first one. Shark or no shark? So make this a slide. Just put number 1 because you'll be able to come back and look at this. Number 1, shark or no shark? How about in the chat? Put shark or no shark. Give me a yes for it's a shark, an N for it's not a shark. Okay, I'm going to the next one. You ready? Here we go. Number 2. Shark or no shark? So you're opening up a second slide. Another slide. Number 2. Shark or no shark? All right, here we go. I just want to say I wouldn't like to see that coming at me. Let's just put it that way. Okay, here's number 3. Shark or no shark? Ooh, is it or isn't it? Are they tricking you? Or are they tricking you? Shark or no shark? Wow, that is the coolest looking thing. Is that not cool? Wow, do you wish you had eyeballs like that, where they're like, you could look sideways? I wonder if it can see in front of it, or if it just can see on the sides. That is trippy. Okay, so that you got a third slide open, shark or no shark. Here we go. Slide 4. Shark or no shark? It appears to be down on the bottom of the floor of its ocean environment. Shark or no shark? Looks like Dracula. Kind of appropriate for October, don't you think? All right. Here we go. Number 5, shark or no shark? Shark or no shark? I'm going to back up for a second. Viviana said that it was a hammerhead. Or, whoops, I back up one more. Hang on a second, let me get to the right place. There. Viviana said that that's a hammerhead. All right. Okay, you guys, let me get back up to where I was. Here we go. And we were just at number 5. Okay, let's go to number 6. Shark or no shark? Shark or no shark? All right, here we go. I'm going to move on.
Now that you're done looking at the photos, look back at your notes. How many of the animals did you think were sharks? Click next to find out.
You ready? Are you ready? Yes? Want to find out? Want me to click next? Here we go.
If you said all of these were sharks, you're right. There are many different kinds of sharks, each with its own unique characteristics. Click next to learn the names of the sharks in the previous photos.
All right, here we go. So you're going to get your Google slide. We're going to go to number 1, I think probably first, or maybe they'll just have them all the names. So what you can do is go like to your first one and type the name. I'll go slow so you can type the name of the shark. And go to the second one and type the name of the sharks. So here we go. All right, so
here are the names of the sharks you were looking at. Whale shark, seven-gill shark, hammerhead shark, swell shark, horn shark, and the great white shark.
All right, so the first one was a whale shark. Okay, so just type the first name. You don't have to write the word shark. So the first one, just write whale. You know it's a whale shark. You'll add the shark later. The second one is a 7-gill. 7 like the number 7, and then gill like fish gills. 7-gill. Viviana was right. The third one is a hammerhead. Hammerhead shark. All right, the fourth one is a swell shark. We got the fifth one is a horn shark. And then the last one is a great white. So out here in the Monterey Bay, we have all of these sharks out in the Monterey Bay. The great white is the most feared shark, and that's the one the surfers fear. That's we've had surfers who've been bitten by them because they're in their black wetsuits, and the shark thinks that they're seals, which is what the shark likes to feed on. So you do not want to see a great white out here. And if they spot great whites, they close down the beaches. So, all right. Let me move myself back over to the other corner again. Get out of the way. Right up there. Hopefully I'm not in the way. If I am, oh well. Here we go. I'm going to move on. Are you ready to move on? I'm ready. So we're going to mark this complete, and we're going to continue. Oh, did I skip something? Oh, I don't want to do that. Let me go back to the slides. I guess I have one more slide, didn't I? Oopsie.
Let's take some time to reflect. Write your thoughts about sharks in your notebook. Were you surprised that some of these photos were of sharks? Why or why not? Write it down.
Okay. So on the ones that you missed, that you didn't think it was a shark, all you have to do is create a text box and just write down why you didn't think it was a shark. Maybe the photo wasn't good enough. Maybe you thought it was some other kind of fish or animal. Just on the ones that you didn't get right. If you got them all right, then your reflection can be that you weren't surprised at all. You knew that those all were sharks, and all was good. It was good to go. All right, now I can mark this as complete, and I'm going to move on. All right. Well, it's okay if you don't know. You can work on it later on your own. You have access to all of this information, so if you can't do it right now, that's no big deal. You can do it later. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and click for this to get read to us. We'll let them read. You ready? Here we go. You read along with the narrator, okay?
Many people see sharks as scary, mean animals. They see a great white shark's very sharp teeth and think that sharks attack everything that swims in the ocean. The reason for this is mostly because that is how we see sharks in movies or how we read about them in books. This GIF is from a movie called Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus. Have you ever seen a movie or TV show like this? When people see things like this, how do you think it affects the way they think about sharks? The real story is that sharks are misunderstood. People tend to be afraid of things that they don't understand. In this course, you will learn the real facts about sharks. At the end of the course, you will have the opportunity to create your own story about sharks that you can share with your family and friends.
All right, well, let me just ask you the obvious thing. I mean, is there such a thing as a giant shark that could jump up out of the San Francisco Bay and take a giant bite out of the Golden Gate Bridge? No, this is fictional. It's not real. You know, it's made up story just to scare the bejeebers out of you, and this is not something that can actually happen. However, if you're on a surfboard out here in the Monterey Bay and you're surfing, definitely a great white could jump up and take a bite out of you like that. So this movie would be playing on our fears about sharks, and they're valid fears, but they're not like this. There's no shark that we know of that would be bigger than the biggest whale, and right now that's no. Maybe in prehistoric times, but not right now. All right, let's move on. All right, let's reflect. So here's a little cartoon. Sharks have feelings too. Sharks can be nice. Sharks can be funny. But to them, I'm just a ruthless man-eater. And I'm just pizza topping. What do you think that little one is? What kind of little fish do we have on pizza? Anchovies. Anchovies. So this is a little cartoon. So the shark, that is a great white, and the little guy is an anchovy, which is actually, that anchovies are actually smaller even than that. They're itty bitty. In the comic above, Sherman feels misunderstood. I think we all know something about feeling misunderstood, right? At one time or another in our life, whether friends or family, somebody has misunderstood us in some way, either something we did, something we said, whatever. So we can identify with that. We understand about being misunderstood. So based on what you learned in this chapter, how do you think sharks are misunderstood? So I'm going to need to see a slide from you that's going to show me how you think sharks are misunderstood. You could add text, you can add graphics, you could narrate it. You can talk about, have you ever felt misunderstood, when and why? You can write or draw your thoughts in your notebook under the title Misunderstood. So you need to have a slide. And if you're going to draw it on paper, then take a picture of it and put it into your Google slide. You could do that. So however you want to do this, you're going to have one slide that represents being misunderstood. So how do you think sharks are misunderstood? And have you ever been misunderstood? You can incorporate all of it together into one slide, okay? All right, here we go. On to the next. You have completed Chapter 1, Sharks Are Misunderstood. All right, so the next chapter we're going to do together will be Chapter 2. And we're not going to start that one today. That is for next time. We've actually run out of time. And that's all I have for you now. So work on your shark journal. And I'm going to bring you back over here to me. Give me a second here. I want you to work on your shark journal. And you should have different pages for the different types of sharks. We saw 6 different sharks today. So 6 pages for each one of those sharks. And then there should be one on being misunderstood. And there was one at the beginning. I can't quite remember what it was now, but you do. So you can go back, you can rewatch this, you can go to Monterey Bay to your course, you can watch it there. And next time we get together, we're going to move on to Chapter 2, I think. Or are we? You never know what I have planned for you. Anyhow, that's all I have for you today. Go ahead and you can work on your own on Chapter 1 in your shark journal. So let's see here. Where did that go? I'm missing some things. All right. Monterey Bay Aquarium. Bring that down here. So MontereyBayAquarium.org is where your course is located. Your shark journal should be on a Google slide inside your Google Drive. And next time we get together, we're going to come back. You could have this web page open and ready to go, your course open and ready to go. And we'll get started and have some more shark fun. Let me I'll go back and see what they're doing. Let's see if I could take you back. Yeah, I could take you back. Here we go. All right. Let me get the cam going here. There we go. All right, so goodbye from the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and I'm going to see you guys next class. Classroomstream.com is where you find all the information, so make sure you go there. All right. You should be subscribed to this YouTube channel so that you have access to get back here pretty quick. And I will see you guys next time.